Hi, and welcome to Call Her Mama. I'm your host, Joe Mama. Today we're sitting down with psychopathic yet charming doctor, pharmacist, and alleged serial killer, H.H. Holmes. We've asked a number of witnesses to come in today to get their stories and accounts of H.H. Holmes. Unbeknownst to Holmes, we've hired a legit polygraph examiner to find out the truth. Oh, our guest is calling. Thank you for being on the show today. Okay, so tell us about your encounter with H.H. Holmes.
I didn't know the guy too well, but he came into my drugstore like 9 to 10 times a week, and he would ask for large quantities of chloroform for scientific experiments. I knew the man was capping when he could never give me a satisfactory answers for whenever I asked about these specific experiments. I could never make him out. This particular time I asked him how his experiments were going, and he had no answer.
Oh, so now we have witness 2. So, how did you know the suspect?
He was my great niece's husband, stole some money from me, said he needed it for a house to put my niece and her baby in. It was a lie. Then he tried to get me to forgive him.
Did you forgive him?
Well, yeah, and then he wanted me to stay in his hotel for a night.
So, you stayed?
Yes.
And this was before or after he wanted to show you the roof? Oh, Holmes has arrived. Okay. Oh, he's here? Welcome in, Mr. Mudgett. It's Holmes. Now that you're here, I would like to show you some exclusive video footage we have of a family who decided to remain anonymous, but I would love to hear your opinions on what went down that day.
This Holmes guy is just really weird to me. I can't figure him out. Everyone in town seems to love him, and I don't hate him. He's been really nice to me and my husband, especially considering that he's dying or whatever, but he just seems kind of eager to get the pharmacy from us, and it is my family's pharmacy, so part of me is like, this is the last thing I have connected to my husband, but then I'm just like, I can't do this. I'm so vulnerable right now. And I just feel like he needs to be able to make this pharmacy successful. So, I don't know. He just seems really nice. And he's very handsome. Very handsome. I don't know. I guess I'm being dramatic. And maybe he does have the pharmacy's best interest in mind. But I don't know. I'm just so vulnerable right now. Oh, hold on. I didn't even realize I was recording. Hello, this is Major Richards with the police department, and I'm here to discuss the murder of the Holtons, alleged murder of the Holtons. Mrs. Holton is the one who's being referred to in the previous video and is one of H.H. Holmes' first alleged victims. It is still unsure whether she is alive or if she truly was killed, along with her husband. Holmes claims to Holton's family that she had decided to visit relatives in California, something that she had long wanted to do but could never find the time or money to accomplish. Mrs. Holton and her husband, a doctor, owned a pharmacy that seemed to catch the eye of Holmes, which would be a valid motivator to murder. We are still deciding whether we believe that he was a true contributor to this disappearance and whether or not he should be charged. We do believe that he did see vulnerability in the Holtons and took advantage of their suffering for his own personal gain, which is consistent with what we have discovered to be the personality of the suspect at hand.
We'll return after these messages.
Hey y'all, it's Susan. So I came here really quick. I think someone said it was 2022. I actually used time travel and I came from the past. So I thought I'd do a little vlog on this new Tickety Talk app that I heard that someone created on this box that I don't know. I don't even know whose phone this is. I don't know whose house this is. I just walked in it, but so somehow I have freedom. I guess what I did worked, But so today in the past we did some writing. I'll put some pictures if I can figure it out at the end of the video to show what we did. And yeah, I think it's gonna work. We're just fine for women to vote. Because we have a voice too, but Wait 1 second. I'm getting a call. Let me. Well, y'all, I just got a call from the past, and looks like they caught me. Yep, I'm gonna have to get back. They're taking me to jail. Yep, but maybe I'll make a difference somehow. You know, people keep sending someone messages on some Snapchat. Yep. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Guess I'm gonna be in jail for a little bit. No, I mean, you know, the band's just putting me away again. At least I'm not gonna have to cook, unless they make me do that in jail too. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope all this stuff works out and I don't just die in vain. Yeah, I guess hashtag free Susan.
Pardon this interruption of today's episode of Call Her Mama. I just wanted to come on and talk about Holmes's insurance scams and frauds because he didn't really go into detail. I mean, we had a few witnesses talk about it, but I just wanted to talk about that. It started out in college. As a medical student, he would take corpses and make false claims, and I guess that sparked him to do it throughout his killings because a incident that stands out to me is Mr. Pitzel. They were gonna fake Holmes's death and use his fake body as an insurance claim, but Holmes did betray Pitzel by killing him and making the claim on his body for insurance, but also killing his 3 children. So that is an instance that stands out to me and kind of interesting that he had a partner and they were so excited to share their money, but once again he turned his back and took it for himself. Something kind of ironic is what got him into this life of crime and like fraud and everything is also what got him caught. He was attempting to use a corpse as another insurance scam, but he confessed and he said a chilling statement that I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer. No more than a poet can help the inspiration to sing. Which is kind of scary to think about, that he thought he was born with the devil in him. I just wanted my listeners to sit with the fact that he said that statement and whether you believe him or not. But back to today's episode.
Oh, hi there. My name's Nicholas Tesla, which you already knew. So, I immigrated to the United States in the 1800s, where not long after I invented the alternating current system, which is better than the direct current system, which you already knew. I also did many other things, so hop in, let's take a look. You hear that? Radio! Yeah, I invented the Tesla coils which helped invent the radio, so beat that, Edison!
Due to budget cuts, we are only really allowed to be in this lovely closet I call a bathroom. So if you would follow me, it depends. Let's make sure no one's in here. Okay, we're gonna conjure the dead right now. Is anyone here? Julia and Pearl Connor, I would like to speak with you. It is about H.H. Holmes. He's been arrested and we have him in the building today to figure out the truth, whether he's been guilty or falsely accused. Not twice if you're here. I'm in the closet, by the way.
Can ghosts knock?
I don't know how this works. Oh, damn, they're here. Come in. Anything y'all would like to say? Hi. Is this lying finally going to jail? How the did he get away with this for this long?
Yeah, 1 second I'm drinking my milk, then the next I'm dead as a doorknob.
We're just trying to find out the truth. Can you tell us about your death? What exactly happened to you guys? Let's start with you, Pearl.
I already told you, he literally put poison in my milk. I knew it tasted funny.
How did you know this was Holmes doing?
My mom was supposed to pick me up from my grandma's house, but I was running really late. Holmes came to the door and I was confused because he usually does not pick me up. He told me and my grandma that my mom went to go visit family and friends. I went with him, we went home, he fixed me a glass of milk, and then you know the rest.
Interesting. So what about you, Julia? What happened to you? When did y'all first meet?
Well, we first met when me, Pearl, and Ned first moved into Holmes's new hotel. Ned was my husband. Holmes was very handsome and carried himself very well. Something about him was intriguing. It was irresistible to me. To make a long story short, me and Holmes became, seeing each other.
Was Ned not suspicious of the affair?
He definitely was suspicious, but I'm not sure why he didn't know that it was Holmes. We separated anyway. He was just so boring. I really needed something more exciting in my life. Or at least I thought I did.
Okay, but what happened next?
Well, I got pregnant, as you already know. I already had my precious Pearl, so I was super excited to have another baby. And Holmes seemed really excited at first, but he realized that he didn't want a baby with me yet. So he told me that we should wait and that it wasn't good for us to not be married and have a baby together. So we waited on that, and he told me that I needed to get an abortion. So long story short, I went to the doctor's office where he was my doctor. And then next thing you know, I'm laying on the table. He puts his hand over my mouth and suffocates me. And I don't remember anything else.
So that's why he was asking for suspicious amount of chloroform at the pharmacist, as we previously heard. Thank you guys for coming and reliving your trauma. I'm so sorry.
Major Richards here from the police department, this time discussing Julia and Pearl's case. Julia and Pearl have been confirmed victims of H.H. Holmes. Julia Connor was one of Holmes's lovers. Their relationship started when she was still married to Ned, the father of her daughter. Ned and Julia's relationship ended and he moved away, leaving Julia and Pearl in the suspected hands of H.H. Holmes. It was discovered that Julia had become pregnant with the father of the child being Holmes. Julia expected marriage out of this, but Holmes insisted that the pregnancy did not happen at the right time and it was not in question. Holmes knew he possessed great power over Julia. Long story short, Holmes told Julia he was going to perform an abortion on her, thus the reason she was in a perfect position to be taken advantage of. It is assumed that he was comforted before she was murdered, not realizing exactly what was happening to her. He laid his hand over her mouth and suffocated her with the chloroform, another consistent aspect of Holmes's crimes. He then dismantled her body, skinning it to the point where she was unrecognizable. We discovered later that after the death of Julia, Holmes went and also killed her daughter, Pearl. Holmes made yet another common decision when he was questioned about the whereabouts of the two girls after their rooms were undisturbed yet no signs of activity. He said that the two went to visit Julia's sick sister and left with no warning.
Breaking news, we have just obtained exclusive footage of Anna Williams unfortunately being murdered.
Hey, go get a paper from the office for me.
Okay.
And now, with a little coercing, we have Holmes here with the polygraph test and my beloved sister, Hillary Momma. She's going to ask him yes or no questions today about his crimes. Thank you for having me today. Have you provided any sort of false identification today? No. That, you can't be lying. Yeah. Was your hotel nothing but a murder castle?
It was a luxury stay.
Did you see? Thank you to all my supporters, my mommies. Wait.